Peace and blessings. We live. Welcome to the campaign show live Tuesday, March 25th, Ramadan Mubarak. For all the Muslims, night of majesty, night of power. Last 5 days. Man, we got through it, didn't we? Shouts out Ahmad Jabril in the chat, Wrench Mob, God Mods. And I don't got no title. We ain't got no hook for this. We don't got no hook for this. We just doing the show. Current events, news, views, opinions, comments, call-ins. It's a lot going on. I just chose not to focus on. I could be focusing on a whole bunch of drama and mess. I refuse to do that because we winding it down on Ramadan. Super positivity. Shouts out to my oldest son, Kamal Shah. That God willing, tomorrow he'll be 30 years old. His 30th born day. My oldest. Just reminding me how old I am. Kamal Shah, March 26th, 30 years old. Jeez Louise, 30 years old. I got a 30-year-old son. While I got little Miss Raising Cane right here. Hey, Felicia. Say hi, Felicia.
Peace.
You ain't got to lie, Craig. Yeah. Hey, little. I can put y'all on blast now. Peace, though, man. Peace. Feeling blessed. Peace to y'all. Big Adrian X. Adrian. Salute. Big Adrian. BL Senior. Salute. Man, what day is it? Tuesday? Man. Truthful Tuesdays. We're going to keep it true. Shouts out. Man. Salute my brethren Pilgrim Warrior on Cash App. AAA, you know who you are. Salute. Man, thank you. Oh man. Where do we start? Y'all got any content? Y'all got any topics that I can actually talk about? Because it's so much to talk about, and I can't touch on none of it because it's all mess and drama and negativity.
It's all breaking news.
Yeah, it's all broken news. News of people getting broken. You know what I'm saying? Getting washed. Oh man, I'd rather us beef and war, with real enemies, man. But yeah, I just can't. So anyway, man, we here though, pushing this positivity through Battle Cat. Um, man, what's my little short term memory? I get my Gold Cola. Howard Johnson, salute my brother, my OG R&B veteran legend Howard Johnson and YM Vaughn Positivity single that I put out maybe middle of last year.
Yeah.
That was about that time. Check out the video on the single on all the streaming platforms and YouTube. Positivity featuring Cam featuring Howard Johnson and YM Vaughn, produced by Battle Cat. That's what we on, Positivity. Also, check out westcoastcam.com, my website. Pick up you some ionic colloidal silver. Got my little inventory back in line, so we've been shipping out stuff. Everybody that had back orders, your orders are going to be doubled. So if you ordered 2, then I'll be sending you 4 or something along them lines. So thank y'all for y'all patience, and then y'all can also check out my book, War in Your Heaven. The black man's relationship problems with his black woman today and the feared solutions. Little small read, about 80 something pages. I can't hold it up to the camera because it got the little blur background. But yeah, check it out, man. It's a big need for this right now.
You can see on the website.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a lot of stuff going on. Just check out the website. It's a few things. We about to get back on online. So this Ramadan is over. I'm gonna be able to gain my weight back. I'm sure y'all can see these little undershirts that I've been having on, but probably done lost about 25 pounds or more, something like that. I ain't been able to lift no weights. Ain't been able. Well, we've been exercising at least, huh?
We've been playing tennis.
Be getting my King Richard on with my two little youngest daughters. So they kind of vicious on the tennis court. And then my youngest son, is balling them up. Little they call it, well, I can't give no too much identities out with these AI streets.
Can I read a comment?
Yeah, definitely read a comment.
Adrian Martinez, I was eating some Pringles and saw what you posted on your IG story. Slipped up with the junk food.
Oh man, did you see it? I mean, it ain't to scare us, but it is to scare us because we can't trust these people kitchen, man. We can't trust this food. Even if we eating healthy or we looking at organic labels, we still got to do our full due diligence because the enemy know, you know what I'm saying? Them the main ones. If they're gonna sabotage anything,
They're the main one in the lab.
yeah, and they the ones putting the organic sticker on the things. Like if they part of that agenda, if they part of that that Bill Gates, D Depop thing, yeah, Depop chauffeur.
Like a few months ago was like it was a few batches of eggs or something.
Oh yeah.
It was salmonella.
Yeah, man, all this organic stuff they scaring people and relying on, I don't know what. This is just all fear tactics. So I'd rather still take my chances with that. It's just y'all got to know how to clean your food up, your fruits and the vegetables. I've been researching baking soda, like Arm and Hammer baking soda. Baking soda is one of the best ways. Of course, what we know about the vinegar, rinse and soak your fruits and vegetables when you buy them, the raw, fresh ones. Soak them in vinegar or baking soda. Baking soda is actually stronger and better, and it strips away the pesticides that's on the outside. If the food was grown with pesticides, then pesticides is just inside of the fruits or the vegetables. Ain't nothing you can do about that. But yeah, as far as but at least the outside, do your due diligence. You know what I'm saying? That's why we be doing these fasts. That's why the Nation of Islam, we eat one meal a day. We live, our lifestyle is fasting because we knew that it was going to be poison in everything that we eat and drink. So we got to give our systems this natural divine hospital the time to flush yourself out and purify your own blood. You don't need no miracle cures or no drugs or nothing. You just need to stop eating. We just got to stop eating. The less we eat, the cleaner we'll live, the more healthier we live. Germs and pathogens and microbes and all that can't take hold, can't multiply, can't create an environment for them to thrive. When we regularly fasting, they calling it now intermittent fasting and some other kind of fasting, but whatever we call it eat one meal a day. One meal a day. All that old fancy intermittent and I don't know what. No, one meal a day. Make sure it's the most potent foods, healthy, organic. Make sure you get full. You know what I'm saying? And if you take supplements, take the supplements with the meal. That way it'll tie you over to the next 24 hours and you don't feel like you're missing the beat, and it'll change your metabolism. So if you're working out, you might pick up more muscle mass the less you eat. A lot of people think it's the other way around, but your body, the memory, and your metabolism is going to adjust to whatever your diet is. So the most healthy diet is fasting diet, meaning eating at least, at most, I should say, at most one meal a day. Some people can get up to one meal every other day or one meal every 3 days. So as long as the food that you eat when you do finally eat is super potent, super nutrient rich, vitamins and minerals, healthy.
Because if you're getting off like a 10-day fast, imagine you go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Man, you just wasted that whole, wasted your whole fast. Right? So yeah, we ain't doing that. Wally 100, peace. BLC, the garbage truck is running through the streets picking up all the trash. Yeah, trash is taking itself out. It's like drone trash. drones like AI trash. They damn it taking themselves out. You know?
I'm just thinking about it. It's like not only was it the eggs and stuff that was like salmonella, like being back to eggs. I remember they released it back in like October. Like, well, they released it in like December, and then they said that in October there was like 17 brands or something.
Yeah.
Organic brands that were contaminated.
That's terrible.
Like, and it was brands that we actually get. It was organic brands.
Yeah.
Like Nature's Own and stuff.
Yeah. So that's either propaganda to scare you, give you some extra stress when you think that you're trying to do as much as you can, you're doing to do the right thing, they're gonna hit you with that and spook you out and just give you some extra unnecessary reasons to stress because stress produces an unhealthy environment, unhealthy thoughts. And that's what all of this stuff stress breaks down your immune system. So if they're already dropping chemtrails and they already, got stuff in the air and the water and the ground and the food, and they giving you stressful, bad news information, scary, fear tactic information all day long, then yeah, that's just designed just to be a whole toxic, negative environment that's ripe for disease and illnesses and ailments and afflictions.
I just noticed that it's like they only release the bad things about the organic stuff, but then they can also be contaminations with the artificial stuff. Like
yeah, artificial is just it. That's the problem. Jarrell said these so-called modern scientists is far behind everything they're discovering today is an ancient knowledge of 1,000 years old, right? And they're making a big fuss, a big to do, a big thing about the pyramids and the I guess the X-ray footage or whatever of all the little stuff that's under the pyramid. But we built them. Don't marvel at the pyramids, marvel at the brains that built them. It wasn't aliens. It wasn't aliens. Nope, it was us. It was our people. I know that burns, because we see each other as ninjas. All we are is we familiar with mentally dead gods. We're not familiar with our original wise masters of science and technology condition. But we coming back like the Christ we are, because we are the Christs. We are the body of Christ. So stay awake and let's see how it goes. Man, I feel good. Feel blessed to be here. I feel blessed that y'all here. Blessed to be able to actually play a part in this thing called Armageddon or resurrection or judgment or holy struggle, jihad. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Knowledge, walaikum salam, brother. Knowledge, you all the way back. I'm underweight from issues, and brother Aziz from Shah said you will have to go into the fire also. Yeah. Mansa Malik Mansa, yes sir. Salute, Malik or Malik Mansa. Got the name of the pioneer, legendary warrior Mansa Musa, one of the most wealthiest of our people in the last, I think, 6,000 years of history. Yeah. So yeah, the wealth of today though is divine wisdom, divine knowledge. So that's gonna be way more valuable than gold and diamonds and fiat currency and all that, man. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, divine knowledge and guidance. Divine wisdom, I should say, and understanding and guidance. That's gonna be worth more than all the money combined, all of the treasures in the world. Yeah. Adrian. right. Yeah. So yeah, man, we ain't got no topic. Y'all are the topic. We the topic. Whatever we talking about, whatever y'all want to talk about in the chat, any comments, any current events, news, breaking news, positive stuff. Y'all can talk about the negative, but I can't. I can't participate in the negative talk. But I definitely can let y'all chop it up. Here's the StreamYard link also if y'all want to hop on and speak on anything or ask me anything, feel free. This is the time to really do it. Got any questions about what the NOI believes, or the Minister Farrakhan just had a procedure. I don't know the details of it. I don't know what the health situation was, or what the medical procedure was that he had yesterday. But um, the reports is that it went blessed. It went well, went successfully. So, but we also know that this is the labor and delivery season, meaning he won't be among us physically very very much longer. I'm not saying that he's going to be dead, but I'm pretty sure they're going to say that he's dead. But that's a whole nother can of worms that we don't need to talk about until it happens. But any moment now, the baby will be delivered. Divine light. Walaikum salam, Ramadan Kareem. I just heard someone talk about the Million People March. What's the Million People March? That's crazy. Million People March. What's that about? What's the Million People March about? I didn't heard everything. Million People March, Million Women March, million. I don't know. I guess, man. um, what else? Health. Yeah, we definitely on health. That's what this fast is about. Fast is about health, mental health, spiritual health, physical, of course, moral health, relationship health, economic health, just health in general. Health.
Speaking of health,
Mm-hmm.
that just made me realize, like, that just made me spark a question in my head.
Mm-hmm.
With y'all, like, because you said mental health and physical health.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all think that mental health is like more important to get you back to physical health, or the other way around?
Other way around. So the physical is what affects the mental. Physical first. So when you're a baby, you don't really have no knowledge and no mental nothing. But yeah, but your body, your physical health definitely affects your mental health. So you could be traumatized, you could be poisoned. You know what I'm saying? You can become imbalanced because of your physical condition, and that can permanently affect your mental condition. So physical health, physical fitness, physical diet is number one. Physical food, physical information, physical stuff that you open your senses to, meaning what you physically feed off of on TV or on a computer or on the radio in your ears or whatever, or stuff you put in your mouth, put on your skin, put environment you put yourself in, air that you breathe in. Is it cigarette smoke? Is it weed smoke? Is it smog? So physical is first.
I just want to ask everybody that and see their opinions.
Yeah.
I just want to get their opinion on it, and like just.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to answer that.
Yep. So yeah, we got my business manager / co-host for the evening. Keys here in the building. Oh, there you go. See, I'll be right. I'll be tuning on. There's my correspondent on the streets, Madon Komet. Salute. Um, yeah, let me hear what y'all, some current events, man. What's the latest on the streets? What's the latest on these YouTube streets that we can talk about? Or that just the latest in your life, latest in your personals, not in your bedroom, but we all dealing with something. We all got some problems, and the campaign show is here to try to help bring the solutions, brainstorm, or at least share information with the people in the chat that might have the solution to whatever that we suffering from, or might have the answer to whatever our questions are. So that's what we do. Campaign live over here, Tuesday, March 25th. Ramadan Mubarak, last 5 days. Night of power, night of majesty, last 5 days. So like I said, I'm on mine. I'm up. Energy is pretty high. Thank the Lord of the worlds.
Does March have March has March 30th or March 31st?
March 31st.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that is something else too. I was looking at that also. Like, why don't if it's 12 months, why not just have every month have 30 days
yeah,
in
like
it,
and it,
right?
yeah, it's like the shortest month is Black History Month.
Yeah, why exactly? And so some that got February got 28 days, and then March got 31 days. Like, what's that all about? You
Like, why
know,
is February the shortest month
right?
of the year?
And why?
And it's dedicated to African Americans and stuff.
I think you know why. I think you answered your own question, lady, young lady.
I just want people to just realize that and put those pieces together. Why it's kind of like Black
Yeah.
History Month is the shortest month when every month is not as short as that.
Mm.
So if you just it's all 12 months in a year, and then there's some months that shorter than each other by one day, and then the other one is like 2 days. The February, the Black History Month, 2 or 3 days. And if you're lucky, like if it's like 10, if it's like every 4 or something, it gets to 29.
Right, leap year. Duke Eatman, salute. Walaikum salam. Oh yeah, that's right. Hit the like button, man. Y'all like, subscribe, share, notification bell, all that good stuff. That's what you supposed to say. She's stuffing her face. I can't put you on camera. Hair looking just like Felicia.
Don't put me on blast.
Bye, Felicia.
Don't put me on
You ain't got to lie, Craig. Duke Eatman said, listening at the Canadian Broadcast Corporation in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. What they going through over there in Canada? Ain't they beefing with America? Ain't they beefing a little bit? They still on a tariff situation with Trump or something, or some war, something. What's going on up top up there? But yeah, man, it's what 365 days in a year, right? So 365 days divided by 12, that's 30. That's 30. That's 34, 30.4. So each month should be 30 days.
Yeah, like
And it'll be just a complete.
Yeah, because just it's just like common sense. Why is February the only month that's like 3 days behind? Because in the month of the year it's like 30 or 31. Like, but why is that the shortest month by 3 days and stuff?
Because it represents ninjas. The ninja month. Nortic, salute, salute. What's good with you? Madon, corresponded on these YouTube streets. Madon Komet. What's good, my brother?
Yo, Cam, salute. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. What's good, my brethren?
Oh man, feeling blessed, no stress. You know,
Man,
for sure.
I know that's right. Salute, Monique. I see you, Monique, in the chat. Now let's say, brother Ken, can you talk about the time and what must be done from the Honorable Louis Farrakhan lectures? Walaikum salam. That's too broad. That's too broad. You have to give me a specific topic in the time and what must be done lectures, because it's definitely the time. Time is up, and what must be done is join on to our own kind, clean up our life, or we out of luck. I'm talking about this season. I'm talking about this year, any moment, every day right now. Any day that we do something right now, it could be our last. As you're seeing more and more examples of that in these YouTube streets, on these social media streets. So this is not the time or the hour or the season no more for us thinking that we can get away with anything that we know that's dirt or that's evil or that's criminal. It's over with.
And that was kind of a little bit like evident in the first beginning of the year.
Yeah, don't say no names or nothing, but yeah. Yeah, it's definitely 2025 kicked off with a bang with Trump. I seen Biden, I mean not Biden, where I seen Trump's talking about Biden, trying to suggest that Biden's pardons that he signed when he pardoned Fauci and he pardoned 5 members of his own family and the January 6th crew, that pardons was invalid because he didn't use no live signature. He used like an auto pen signature, which wasn't his own. So they trying to push the line on that. They trying to they trying to get them dudes the capital punishment, the little fizz iron squad. I love
Oh,
that. I love
man.
that for Trump. I love that about Trump. What you
Yeah,
said,
that's that.
Mariah?
No, I was just laughing, man. That's funny. It showed me how real surgical Trump is when he look into things. Because just to find that out, how like you said, he did you the signature was kind of invalid. That's just hilarious, man. That he would go to that extent to find that. That's
Yeah, I don't think
real.
it's him. It's not Trump. That's just
Well, yeah,
his camp.
right. His camp.
Yeah, his soldiers, that's what they do for a living. If he a multi-billionaire and he the president and Elon is, they got unlimited resources. That's why they shutting down all them extracurricular programs that the government been kicking back to each other. He taking that money and paying his team now to comb through all of their stuff with a fine-tooth comb. So they ain't got nothing else to do but get a big check for looking for dirt like that, looking for loopholes and looking for where Biden and his enemies slipped up at.
Yeah, man. They got to be smiling in that building every day. I know they. You know.
Man, yeah, they tripping. BL said it's been many podcasts bringing up 13 months and that April is the first of the new year. Nah, that's false. I mean, if you know anything about the measurements of the planet and the spin and all of that, it's 12 months. 12 months divided in 30 days each, and that equals 365 days. Well, 365 days divided by 12 months equals 30.4 days. 30 and a half, 30 and a half days. So ain't no dang 13 months. I mean, that's just like flat earth and all that other stuff. Yeah, we just want to be different, I guess.
Yeah, man. It's a rabbit hole.
Right. Apostrophe salute. They're currently trying to bring back the capital punishment, the unaliving penalty in California. Well, yeah, they never stopped it. It just happens on the street. It happens on the street before they ever put you in a police car. So they never stopped that. We from California. They hold court in the streets. They pop first and ask questions. They pop first and handcuff second. So that ain't nothing new.
What always tripped me out about that is it's like, okay, we know that man who's on that in that situation committed that crime, but like, how do they get? Are they at fault for doing the deletion?
I'm not sure who you talking about, and I'm not sure I can talk about. If you talking about somebody black, I can't talk about it.
No, I'm saying like with the person that just commented, right? They said they was bringing back that penalty. Like the people who, like the authority that air that person out when they do that, are they held accountable like on another like type of level, or like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't understand what you mean. So he said they, that's why I be wanting conversation. They are currently trying to bring back the such and such penalty in California. They meaning who? Trump and Trump supporters, because ultimately it's going to come from that. So it's going to come from the government or whoever's controlling California local politics or government politics. But Trump already pushing for it. So anybody that's on his team, I don't know how many people got control of California, what party or whatever. But if it's Trump, then Trump already telling you that's what he want. Mm-hmm. It's a legislation thing. The previous administration were against it. Who's in charge now is for it. Jam 7 Jack 5 say the attorney general. I don't know, is the attorney general Democrat or is he with Trump? That's what it comes down to. That's why they want all their people in place, because whatever the executive, whatever the commander in chief want to do, it's going to really get done if that particular state is mostly controlled by his party. So if the attorney general is a Democrat, then he's gonna try to block it. If the attorney general is a Republican and with Trump, then it's going down in the DM.
Damn. Well, I guess
What'd you say?
Now, well, basically, what I was saying was like, all right, just say like whoever's inside the, just say if a person about to be deleted inside the prison cell to have, you know what I'm saying, without saying that, is the person who pushed the button, like, is he held accountable, like on another phase, like for doing that, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
what you talking about, with God or with the state?
Yeah, like with God or something, you know what I'm saying? Is he held, like, okay, we know that man did that crime, but he pushed the button and deleted him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's the individual's belief system. So if you even signed up for that job or you accepted that job, you accepted whatever come with it in the eyes of God. You know, that's, you must believe that God is, or the God you believe in is for that. Because it ain't what we confess or profess with our mouth, is what we do with our hands, what we do with our actions. So if you pushing the button or you writing the okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know that the pen is mightier than the sword, or that button is mightier than the sword, then that's you choosing to do it. That's like Hitler, all of Hitler's army, the Nazis or whatever. If they was really supposed to be that bad, Hitler didn't hypnotize his nigga. His name ain't hypnotizer, Hitler. Adolf Hitler, hypnosis. They must have agreed with it. That's why they did it. So same with anybody that's gonna do any deletions for the state. You believe in that. You agree with it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel you.
Ask D Fair Common Sense. Is there somewhere I can send a picture? Can you tell me, is this the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan pictured? I don't know how this works. Maybe, I don't know. Is it some back channel private chat? I don't know. I don't know how if it's possible on here. Maybe you could put it, like, post it up on your social media, like on your on your Instagram or something like that, and then just hit the link, copy it and paste the link to it and put it in the chat. And then we can click on it and I can see. Apostrophe, Los Angeles County DA rescinded the previous policy from George Gascon earlier today. Oh, okay, well, it's going down. It's going down. Trump said he wanted to the opposite of defund the police. He's all the way with, law and order, establishing law and order, as he say, making America great again. And he's just the guy to do it. He's just the guy to try it, I should say. It ain't gonna get done, but he's just the guy to try it. David Lartigue, salute. Hub and a dub. Much love, for sure. Your Twitter, my Twitter, everything is West Coast Cam. Just like my name, at West Coast Cam on everything. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Jam 7, I misspoke. Cam is the current LA District Attorney who wants to bring that penalty back. Yeah, say Hickman is his name. Trump want to bring it back. Like, it don't matter what if the commander in chief want to bring it back, then it could be brought back. You know what I'm saying? It's just the local politics. That state, the state got to be enough votes in agreement to bring it back or something like that, right? Duke said, Brother Carter G. Woodson created Negro History Week in February to mark Frederick Douglass and Lincoln's birthdays. Later, it became Black History Month. Damn, that's where it came from. Negro History Week. Yeah, that is terrible. That sounds terrible. Negro History Week. Negro History. Dang.
Wait, it says Brother Carter G. Woodson created Negro History Week in February to mark Frederick Douglass
and Lincoln's birthday.
Later, it became Black History Month.
Dang.
Bro, History Week.
Yeah, Duke say our people battling devils in Canada too. Hey man, they the devil wherever they at. You know, we the people of God wherever we at. If you know if that's what we are, I'm talking about genetically. We talking about genetically because a devil can become righteous and a righteous can become devil. So you just ain't innocent because you got some melanin or some kinky hair, and you just ain't guilty because you got pink skin and blonde hair and blue eyes. So let's not go too far off with it. But we know the history. We know the overall statistics. So we ain't got to play dumb either. Duke say the Montreal Muhammad Study Group is with the minister and sending prayers as well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Prayers of recovery. Well, we know he's gonna recover, but in a different, in the ultimate, in the most high divine way, his recovery is gonna take place in the face. Away from the face of the dragon. We know how that's gonna go. So this world is gonna definitely celebrate and make a mockery and make it seem like he's dead and gone and this and that. So we already know what's gonna happen. What you about to say though, Madon?
It slipped my mind for the moment.
Okay, don't trip. Health. Anybody out here happen to watch that Dr. Artist, show link that I posted up a few days ago? Anybody here watch the Dr. Artist video link that I posted called The Other N Word? Did you get a chance to watch that, Madame?
I still ain't. You know what? I gotta copy that link, man, because I've been. No, I ain't watched it, man.
Y'all definitely got to get on that. Let me find it real quick, because I don't even want y'all to waste no time. I want to hurry up and get your blood off my hands. If that's what y'all want to do, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. But this is so. Let me on this show. Hold on 1 second. Why y'all whispering when I can hear you whispering? Videos, yeah. Hold on 1 second. Is it 2024? Oh yeah, it was 2024. Dang, I'm scrolling. Hold on 1 second. I really could have just shared this. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna just do that. Let me just share this link. That way y'all can see. Yes, Jam 7, yeah, about the nicotine thing. And I'm share this screen just so y'all can see it for yourself. That's it right there. Let me see. How do I get off of here? Okay. Do it like that. I don't want to put it over here. Okay. So that's it right there. If you can see it in the top, it's called the Dr. Artist Show. And here's the link in the chat. And y'all can actually go to the video that says The Other N Word. I'll put that in the chat once I scroll to it. But y'all gotta watch that. It's a few on here that y'all really should watch. And who we say, according to the Nation of Islam, who we say that this race of people is. So if I'm gonna be telling you that it's some vital information that y'all should watch coming from them, you probably should do it. You know what I'm saying? You probably should watch it. That's what I think. But what do I know? Hey, where did that go?
Do you know like the name or
yeah, it's called The Other N Word, but I can actually find it. There you go. I'm gonna actually put the link, the URL link in the chat, just so our people. A lot of us is we're not computer savvy at all. So there you go, right there. Let me pin that. There you go, right there. So I'm gonna leave that up for a while. That's something that we all need to just check out, look at, because man, that's something. Dude, been loving the Ramadan podcast, man. All praises due to Allah. Thank you, thank y'all for even just listening. Because like I said, this is just my limited experience, my limited understanding, my limited interpretation of a lot of stuff. But when I come across information, I just like to share it because I know it's working for me. I don't know how it could probably work even more for me or better for me if y'all, do a deeper dive, or y'all might go on a different angle and specify a certain kind of angle or direction that I ain't going in with it. So that's why I like to just make it available and let y'all just crack it open and do with it what you can do with it. Apostrophe, any suggestions on workouts while fasting? I've been feeling a little weaker and fatigued. Yeah, I would just concentrate on fasting. I wouldn't really concentrate on working out because the fasting is the workout. The fasting is the workout. I would just concentrate on fasting and getting through the fasting. And if you feel good enough, then yeah, you can try to work out a little bit. But schedule your workout maybe an hour or two before you're gonna eat. So after your workout, then you're gonna be feeling kind of real depleted or real, sore or weak or whatever. And then you got to actually feed your muscles like you would work out anyway. But it depends on what kind of workout you're talking about. If you're talking about cardio or something like that versus weights, it just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. If you're trying to just tone up, then yeah, you ain't really got to do nothing. If you're already thin, and fasting is gonna just make you super cut up. It's gonna really shred you up, and you have your definition. It's gonna shred all the little body fat that you barely got anyway. But if you're trying to do something else, then yeah, this depends on what you're trying to do. But yeah, I started working out, and yeah, when I felt good. You're actually supposed to work out. This is like this world and these so-called doctors and whatever. Well, I can't. I got in trouble actually. So yeah, we had to talk about that on Cam, West Coast Cam personal YouTube channel. Ain't talk about that over here. Yeah. So
Hey, man.
what you say, Madonna?
Oh no, I was just laughing. I said, "Yeah, I feel you, man. You gotta, you have to hold up."
Yeah, you gotta hold up. Wait, shouts out, rest in peace, Nate Dogg. Had to hold up. KM, salute. We just talking, man. We just chopping it up, locker room style, barbershop style. Ain't no particular subject, but I definitely wanted to reinforce that little health piece. This right here. Like I said, I don't know, dude. I ain't got no affiliation with dude, but that link right there in the chat, I suggest all of y'all watch that. It's called Dr. Ardis Show, The Other N-Word. Just the fact he's a white man of America using that as his title, he definitely wants your attention. He definitely wants your attention, and he apparently, it seems to me, he wants our attention as specific nationality, so-called nationality of people that he knows has been the greatest victim of this industry, this industry that I can't say. I got to be real careful on this channel. So y'all don't sleep on this, man. Don't sleep on this, because the Satan's is casting out Satan's, and if you at the right place at the right time when they rolling over on each other, they're gonna drop all the goodies. The pinata gonna bust right in front of you, and if you right there, with the with a basket to pick it all up, then you're gonna benefit from both of them crashing out on each other. And that's what this is. This is some of that information.
Yeah. Hey, that's 100. Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna watch it. I saved it on my other phone. I'm gonna definitely check it out.
Yeah. And I love because and his stuff is verifiable too. It's a few people that I posted that they stuff is peer reviewed, published, peer reviewed journal, published, documented. Even though they still lie, these Satans still lie in that, but that's what they claim to be gospel. That's the Holy Grail, the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It's official if it's peer reviewed, published in a medical or scientific journal. So all his stuff is from peer reviewed, published medical journals, scientific journals. So this is it's a cold one. It's something else when white folks, when white scientists and stuff like that, once they get fed up, because they're not scared of each other. They're not scared of white people like we are because they already white. They're not fascinated or scared of each other like that, like we are.
Yeah, they gonna tell it like it is.
Yeah. Yeah. When they roll over, they roll over. When they sing, when they start telling on each other, you better be there to listen. You better be there with a pen and a paper, like, oh, okay. You better be a court stenographer like I am, because I'll be picking up every bit of it what they be talking about.
Yeah, when they get mad, it's a lot of information that come out when they get mad.
Yeah. So, but yeah, health is the main piece right now, because that's the whole agenda. People that know about the alleged Deepak Chopra agenda, then that's first things first. That's mandatory. That's stuff that once you watch dude, you know what I'm saying, he'll tell you about it. It's stuff that we've been saying in the nation for 90-something years, but to hear them say it and have them back it up, and just hear how disgusted and not frustrated, but angry and vengeful they are against their own, big brothers like that, because they realize that they got sacrificed too, along with the ninjas. They got fed a pipe dream that they was going to share equal with their big brother once they conquered the ninjas, once they get rid of the ninjas, till they found out that they was getting Mickey's slipped to them too, to get wiped out with the ninjas. So gloves is off with them. So I love being up next to people like that, like Dr. what's his name, Robert Malone, Peter McCullough, this dude right here, some dude back in the day named Dr. Bob Beck. You know what I'm saying? That's where I first got my my game about the ionic colloidal silver and stuff like that. Dang, what happened? Oh, I do that wipes my video screen clean, so now this won't even show up if I try to make it show up. But yeah, man. So don't let these opportunities of this information fall through your fingers. This is tricknology, secret, suppressed type information that belongs to all of us. And like the Bible say, our people are destroyed, literally destroyed, for the lack of this knowledge. So the little link that I posted up there, that's some of that knowledge. It literally is what we destroyed, because we didn't have this knowledge. And he putting it out there. We always hear nature, God, the cures for this ailment, and the cures is only in nature. So when you hear these dudes do it, because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad already taught us the greatest remedy for most of our ailments is fasting, but a lot of us don't do it, or we don't choose to exercise that kind of discipline, even though we can do anything we put our mind to, but we make up all kind of excuses. My head is hurting. I'm dizzy, man. I'm lightheaded. I'm gonna pass out. I was gonna die, man. All right. Well, you're gonna do that anyway if you keep eating the way you want to eat. So you may as well give yourself a fighting chance. But I don't follow no man. I follow Jesus. All right, well, go ahead. Eat your 3 meals a day. Eat, drink, and be merry, because tomorrow you checking out. So enjoy, party up. I'm trying to stay here as long as possible.
That's a fact.
So yeah, that's I'm on my health kick. I don't mind looking weird, kind of skinny, big head. You know, at the end of Ramadan, I always look super weird, like an alien. But I think maybe that's the look that we supposed to have anyway. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they say that we aliens, because you know those I don't. It's just speculation. Perhaps those angels. That's our people. That's why they always say the people on Mars or the people on these so-called UFOs be so thin. They be having big heads and thin. Maybe they only eat once a week. Maybe they only eat one meal every week or one meal every 2 weeks. Maybe that's why. Maybe that got something to do with it. Because I dang sure be kind of looking like that with my big old head and skinny body once I start fasting. Like, oh, I look like an alien or something. Yeah, but hey, that be turning on them psychic abilities also. So hey, it's something to it. It's something to it. Definitely something to it. King Z, wa alaikum salam, salute, Ramadan Mubarak. So also, is he the person that no, I don't know if it was him. It's another dude that reminded me about the whole mercury fillings, the dental what is it? Amalgam. I forgot. Amalgam. Yeah, amalgam. The mercury, so-called silver fillings. So I've knew about that, but he brought it back to my attention and then went deeper into it. And I was like, man, I forgot all about that. That makes all the sense in the world. Yeah.
Yeah, that's real, man. I remember in middle school, down here in the South, man. You had some kids. They had that. It made it look like they had a grill before having a grill came out.
Right. They just couldn't wait to slap some mercury and lead and aluminum and all kind of stuff in our mouth right next to our brain. Huh?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Apostrophe. I listened to the good pod recently about alcohol dangers to the brain, increases the risk of certain cancers and dementia. Yeah, it's like the cold part is we so reliant on these other, former slave master people being the scientists that's going to tell us what hurts us and what don't. Like we it's our body. We know how how that stuff damages us. We don't need some other people with some white jackets and a stethoscope to tell us that, but apparently we do. Apparently, our brains don't work, so we got to rely on theirs. Jam 7 say the anti-inflammation and neurological benefits of the N-word is crazy considering all we've been told by the government. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's on us to do our due diligence and research, and then critically think and weigh the options and judge for ourselves. Don't let no so-called consensus of some people overseas. I can't say the thing. Use your own God-given brain in judgment. I can't, man. It's so terrible that I gotta even hold my tongue. Once I get on my own channel, I'm gonna let it fly, whatever. But shouts out to Digital Soapbox Network and this channel. Hit the like button, subscribe, share this. Also, subscribe to my West Coast Cam channel, Cam with a K-A-M, West Coast Cam on YouTube, because we're gonna go into detail over here because I don't mind risking that one and blowing that up. But shouts out to my bro and his queen. I think his anniversary is either her birthday or their anniversary. Big Steel, shouts out him and his queen. Excuse me. King Z, I've been fasting and I lost some weight, looking real skinny. Man, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with being skinny. It's way healthier and way flyer to be skinny than to be fat. Way better to be skinny than it is to be fat. Big Duke said we fast in the nation anyway, right? 1 meal a day. Ramadan ain't no thing. Yeah, Ramadan is a cheat. That ain't fasting to us. You know, Orthodox, you know, Muslim world fasting, that's not fasting to us. That's like a cheat. Oh, you get to eat all throughout the night? Oh, no, we don't do that. In the nation, our law, our rule, how to eat to live by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is 1 meal a day between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. 1 meal. Not snacking, not this, not that. I mean, you know, I ain't all the way up to that discipline. I used to be off and on throughout my life, but this you know, just Orthodox Muslim fast and just going 12 hours. All you gotta do is 12 hours. Oh, that's a break. You giving us a break. So yeah, that's nothing for the NOI. Jam 7 Jack 5. We used to tell kids to bite foil, man. Yeah, man. Dude, crazy.
It made me think. So I haven't watched the video yet, but I'm gonna watch it later. The nicotine is coming from the tobacco plant.
There is nicotine in the tobacco plant, but well, I don't want to give it away. I don't want to spoiler alert it.
I got
but you. It's not nicotine. Nicotine is just a mineral. You know what I'm saying? Nicotine is in cauliflower, is in eggplant, it's in all kind of, you know, dark shade foods. Nicotine is not the problem. What's addictive, what gets people addicted is the 599 other chemicals that the FDA or whoever allows to get put into cigarettes for flavor and for whatever they claim that they allow 599 other chemicals to be in that cigarette for.
There's flavors in cigarettes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, it's cold. I can't give it away, and I don't want to give it away. I don't want to do the video and the information and the research that he did no injustice. I'll just say click the link. Click the link and watch it. It's 3 hours long, but he got a whole website full of videos. You know what I'm saying? And he's just one of them. But I just, you know, he just happened to pop up at the right time. You know, during Ramadan, I'm always praying for certain breakthroughs and guidance and revelations, and this was one of them. And if I was immature and racist or bigoted, I wouldn't accept it because it's coming from a white man. If I was so super tough, pro-black, anti the devil and all of that, I would miss it. And that's how God tests us, because that's one of the reasons why he came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, whose mother was a pure white woman. So if we was, and taught us that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the prophet of the Holy Quran, was a white man, was a white Arab. So if we was on some anti-white stuff, then we wouldn't be able to wear the name Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? We wearing the name of a man that we taught is the greatest and seal of the prophets, and we taught he was a white man. So if y'all extra tough, pro-black, and y'all so mad at the, you know, that race that you can't hear no truth from them, like they can't say no truth, F Trump. Well, what about Biden? That's what I don't understand. Why you just ain't mad at all of them? How can you act like one of them was good and then follow them and obey them and put some Lord knows what into your bloodstream? That's just incredible to me, but I ain't gonna go back on all that. I ain't trying to harp on that, but
that's
yeah. God will test us. He'll test you by putting treasures in the possession of your enemy, just to see what you're gonna do, just to see, are you gonna be intelligent enough to get it? Do you know how to extract that jewel from that devil's possession.
But that's real, man, because they act. I know you didn't want to go into it, but you know, our people did act like Bill Clinton was John Coltrane or something because he played the saxophone. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Big Rube, Salam Alaikum, Ramadan Mubarak. Apostrophe. I'm interested in seeing some of the data from the aftermath of the fires in LA. Chemicals were in the air for weeks. Yeah, I mean, you know, I ain't no secret. I don't, you know, I don't. There's no disrespect, apostrophe, but it ain't no need to be interested. Like you know that's what they doing. The question is what now? So just assume that it's exactly what you think it is. Now what? Now what you gonna do about it? Right? Why be, you know, so it's about what must be done. So let's just say that's true. I tend to believe in most conspiracy theories. I tend to believe in most, you know, lately, but they mean nothing to me if I can't adjust to them and prepare and, you know, and decide what must be done. How do I adjust my life and my family's life based on that? You know what I'm saying? I just don't mention it just for conversation. I gotta adjust to it. I gotta adapt. I gotta prepare. I gotta do something. Mm-hmm. Scrolling. Yeah. So yeah, health, man. This health thing. This is a health war. Health, mental health. The proper information, the proper knowledge and revelation, supreme wisdom, knowledge of self, knowledge of the enemy, knowledge of the time and what must be done. That restores our mental health, mental and emotional health. And then once you got the knowledge of what to eat and what not to eat and who the enemy is and how they poison you, how they tricking you, how they trying to pressure you and deceive you, then that can preserve and save your physical health, your physical life. So it's all a health war. It's all a war for our health, mental health, spiritual, moral health, and physical health and financial health. All of it. We're in a health war.
Yeah, that's a fact. Hang on, man.
Yep. But yeah, we don't got no topic, y'all. Hit the like button if y'all don't mind. Hit the like button. Subscribe, notification, all that good stuff. If y'all so please. Apostrophe, I meant the long-term effects of the paint, lead, asbestos. I wonder what problems we may see spike from inhaling that in the smoke. Yeah, I mean, I think we already been seeing them. And still my position would be the same. What would be the solution? What should be the solution? Do you have to wait to see it to prepare or start taking the remedies and the solutions, or, you know, taking the necessary precautions, or should you assume that it's coming the way that you think you're going to see it coming and get out in front of it? That's my point. That's all. We're not just here to talk, you know, we're here to actually prepare and avoid and prevent, you know what I'm saying? This is solutions is preventative or preemptive or whatever they call it. We got to get out in front of it before we do see the effects, because we have seen the effects of what they've been doing to our people for the last 400 and some years, right? Right. Not nothing they won't do to us. Nothing that they haven't done to us, nothing that they won't do, nothing that they ain't trying to do. So what are we supposed to do about that? Right? How did we last this long? How did we live this long? We didn't live this long just relying on them. We just recently started relying on them. Even mentally dead slaves, we still didn't rely on them. They relied on us. We never relied on them until the last 60, 70 years. He never relied on these people. As soon as we start trying to integrate and we lost the knowledge and skills and trades of how to survive and farm and build and be mechanics and, you know, homeopathic, naturopathic, herbalists and all that, as soon as we start integrating with them and mixing with them, we lost it. Now we're fully flatlined, fully mentally dead, totally dependent and reliant on their information, which is tricknology. Which is Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, man. Because I always wondered, what was people like George Washington Carver studying them plants, like how he mastered those plants is like what was he on? It's like he was on another level or something, man.
Man, well, may Allah be pleased with him and Dick Gregory, the comedian, herbalist, Dick Gregory. But I think I seen a video where he was talking about how poor George Washington Carver was castrated. You know, that's why his voice was so high, because, you know, he was terrorized and castrated as a youth or a young man or whatever, and, you know, he just didn't have no other motivation in life. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So he tried to, you know, deep dive into that science, to that field or whatever, you know, to make something out of his life. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh. Yeah, that's one for the record there, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there. I don't know how true it is or not, but, you know, that's a very prominent story that Dick Gregory been. You can look it up. You can see it on YouTube and Google.
I remember the brother Dick Gregory saying that, man, and I kept it in the back of my mind, like, oh, like, you know, like, man, that's, you know, that's true. That's crazy.
I mean, it's consistent. It ain't even crazy. It's consistent. Didn't we regularly get castrated if we was displaying too much brilliance? They knew better than that. It's just like we grew up. My brother right there, Reuben Muhammad. You know, we ain't supposed to really. Well, we wasn't Muslims then, but we grew up trying to get our Michael Vick on. We used to roll pits, you know, pit bulls or whatever. But it was understood. If you got a champion one or whatever, that they'll get spayed or neutered, whichever one that they, you know, they cut the testicles off of them because they don't want you sharing their bloodline. Like they you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You just gonna benefit me in your little generation, but you're not gonna pass that on to nobody else. That's how they did us.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, they see you a champion. They see you a Nat Turner. Oh, first thing we cutting off before we cut your, top off. We finna cut that off right there. You won't be reproducing that.
Yeah, that's the lowest of the low, man. You got to be a beast.
I wouldn't. That's disrespecting the beast. You have to be a Satan. You have to be a reptilian, scientific, diabolical Satan of high knowledge and science to do that. That's not a beast. A beast is just somebody that is wild, that you can't control, and it'll eat you and this and that for whatever reason.
Like a knuckle dragger. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, beasts ain't interested in genociding their enemy animal, trespassers. Like, beasts is just going to protect their territory. You know what I'm saying? They're not going looking to wipe out all of the beasts in the jungle. That's something else.
I see what you're saying. You talking about the ones working at wickedness in high places and low places.
Yeah, the ones that have intelligence that's not just deceptive intelligence, but scientific wicked wisdom that knows that their time is up. Like the Bible say, the dragon was enraged and wrathful at the woman and went to make war with her child as soon as it was born, because he knew he had a short time. He knew his time was up. The fact that he got cast out and got exposed. Okay, my job, my goal, my whole goal of my existence now is to take as many of them down with me as I can, because I know I'm going out. I see that it's time for me to go out now. So I'm dedicating my whole existence. The whole existence now of the dragon and his people is to take as many of us out and down and out with him and them as they possibly can. That's their whole goal. It ain't money, it ain't power, it ain't, because they know they already in checkmate. They already know what's above their head. They already start doing demonstrations of deletions. So, and they know that they have some rules of engagement, and they had an agreement with the God. The God said, do what you can with them, and whichever one of them follow you, then I'm gonna send them out with you. That's their goal.
Man, is that you just made me think about something. Now I'm not saying this is what Trump doing, but I was just thinking, like, if that's why he's trying to, it's like just from the outside looking in, right? One might think like a lot of things Trump doing, it's like he's trying to get back to like a biblical, a lot of things pertaining to morals, and let a boy be a boy, a girl be a girl, all these type of things. It seem like it paint the picture like he's trying to make correct all the bad of America in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I don't know if it's about morals with him. They just know tricknology. They know tricknology. It's just like the dragon, the Vatican people. They know tricknology, so they know how to make it sound like moral, but it's more nature based. It's more laws of nature based. It's not about morality. It's more about the laws of nature. So they know they're intelligent enough to know, even as devils or Satans, that we can't be successful if we go all the way against the laws of nature. We need, even if we devils or Satans, we need our devils and Satans to respect the law of female and male relationship in order for us to reproduce and continue to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't push no full rainbow stuff for us. We pushing that for them. But if we see that the God of creation, the God of the day of judgment that we living in, has stopped our ability from being able to reproduce, then okay, they say they see, oh man, we curse. God is cursing our women's wombs. They can't even produce. They can't even carry a term to child, or they can't even get pregnant. Our sperm is shooting blanks. We can't even, so they seeing that happening to themselves. So that they like, okay, well, let's take them out. Let's take the ninjas out too. Let's do the same thing to the ninjas that the God is doing to us. We just gonna use drugs and whatever, these Fauci juices or whatever to do it. Plant, the Kamala Harris and pushing peas and all that. We're gonna use the whole feminism campaign and throw money and millions and billions at it and make the little ratchet rap girls famous and let every politician, black female politician, be a ratchet and act like they don't need no children. Like we got to do it that way, because we got to get even. We got to get even with the God for what he's doing to us and our ability to reproduce.
Hey, that's 100. For real.
Yep. Sugar 1, salute, man. Thank you for, showing up and never 304 and up. You know what I'm saying? Sugar, salute to you. And Ahmad Jabril said integrating made some people forget what happened to Emmett Till and the reckless eyeballing charges. It's sad that we only can remember Emmett Till though. You know what I'm saying?
There's so much other.
Yeah, we was all Emmett Tills. You know what I'm saying? We was all Sandra Bland's. We was all, that's what we were here. We were alligator bait. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we was target practice. We was everything. We was frog. We was the frog dissected frog specimen. All of the stuff they learned about anatomy and biology. What human bodies do you think they experimented on?
Yeah, they say black people was the original bed warmer. Yeah.
Man, it's cold. I'm talking about the pain tolerance, going crazy. Like the Tuskegee is just one thing. Tuskegee ain't nothing. Why do we just? I mean, we know why, because they controlling through Rockefeller Foundation and the educational system and all that. And if something leak out, they got to act like, okay, we going to acknowledge, yeah, that was terrible, but that was just one thing. Like, so, but we know what hell. If you in the hell, we the people of the inmates of their hell. Can't nobody tell us what we ain't been through. It's cold, man. Apostrophe say we neutering ourselves today with the chemicals in the legal weed, but we don't believe that. That's true. You're absolutely right, but we don't believe that because we don't want to believe it, because some ninja said it, because a black man said it. It wasn't verified by their saviors, their Dr. Fauci's and them. It was legalized, so it must be okay, just like the Fauci juice was okay. It was safe and effective. So we don't think we neutering ourselves. We think that we made it. We put pressure on the system and made them legalize what we love, legalize our vices. The next thing you know is 304 ain't gonna be legal. Next, you already see the rainbow. Two hairy dudes can be in a church and say we married under God.
Man. Oh.
I mean, cold business.
Oh, business, man.
Yeah. Rube said we all being chemically castrated and lynched, killing us softly with sweet poison. Sweet, pleasurable poison. So pleasing to the senses, to the five senses, while it's totally destroying the internal organs and the morals. Yeah, because it goes against nature. It goes against the laws of our own makeup, the laws of our own organs in nature, the laws of harmony and doing to others as we want done to us, the laws of fairness and justice. Because if everything is about getting over on everybody and getting the bag, and then once you get the bag, F you broke ninja. I don't mess with broke ninjas. Broke. So a piece of paper with the slave master face on it means that I'm broken, I'm broke, and you're fixed. That's what life means. That's what this is. Show me what part of the heavens and the earth and the creation that little piece of paper with that slave master face on it created and keeps going, sustains. Because last I checked, it was the human being. The people that you saying is broke is the one that actually do that. I don't know what magic powers that paper got.
Hey, that remind me of a scripture I was reading earlier, man. It said, "What can a man give in return for his soul?" And I was dwelling on that, and I was like, "Damn, it ain't nothing you can give, because if the Most High created everything, it ain't nothing you can give in return for your soul." And I was thinking about that, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, damn.
And that's why we need to ask the question: Who did we come from? Like, who made our soul? Did you create it? Like it, maybe you created the heavens and earth. Maybe we created the heavens and earth and we don't know it, right? But the fact that we don't know it means that we cough it up, meaning somebody else that knows more than us is going to take it from us. Right? It don't matter what I created. If I got amnesia, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? If I got mental illness and I got schizophrenia or something, it don't matter what I created.
Yeah, that's real, man.
Because I don't know it. I don't remember it. I'm tripping. So somebody else, if they ain't got a sympathetic nature or whatever and don't love humanity, they just gonna take advantage of my condition.
Yeah, you writing exact. You writing exact. And I thought of someone you was like all about the bag. You know, I got the bag and you broke. And it, to me it just goes to show, a lot of our people, they've been spoiled by the riches of America. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's that integration little piece, because we think we made it. You know what I'm saying? We finally get to mix and be in the little circles with them. We've been terrorized and brutalized and destroyed, by them. So we got a fear and we got a fascination and a love and a lust or desire or a fantasy to be with them or be like them. So we can be the powerful ones. It's like in Dianetics, it's called a valence. You taking on a valence of the victor, the one that conquered you, the one that, I don't want to use the word, it's a wrong word, I don't want to get this flag, but the person that conquered you, you want to become him. That's why they say hurt people hurt people. So once I get strong enough, I'm gonna look for somebody to hurt, like I was hurt by somebody that was stronger than me.
What is it? Stockholm? What it called? Stockholm or something like that?
Or Stockholm syndrome.
I think it's something like that. Is that what they call that?
No, that's not that. That's another piece of that. But no, we talking about the victimizer, how the victim becomes a victimizer. So Stockholm means you still embracing the person or the people that's victimizing you.
Oh, you kind of saying like the hate that hate produced, kind of like.
Yeah, or how instead of doing the opposite, if you was robbed and beat and manipulated by your manager in the rap game, and then you finally, you survived all of that, and then you became a manager yourself, then you do little black people the same way that you was done, instead of the opposite. Instead of becoming an activist and cleaning up the swamp of the rap game and getting rid of all them type of characters of being an activist or a writer against it, you become one of them. When all before you was complaining against them until you conquered them, and then you became one of them.
I see what you're saying. It's like you became the very thing you hated.
That you claim you hated.
Well, claim you hated, right?
Right. So that's how we can tell who's hypocrites or who turned or who sold out, because we don't know what we'll do until we get put in that position, that position, and until we try on them shoes ourselves, and we got $100 million and we got everybody worshiping us and want our autograph, want to take pictures. We don't know what we're gonna do. That's why I can speak like I speak because I've been there and I know the characters. I helped them become what they are. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I see the pros and the cons of that. I seen them flip flop and trip and do everything. And when all else fails, then they call the Muslim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I don't, I still stay on my square because I don't want what they want. I don't believe what they believe. I don't fear what they fear. I don't lust and love what they love. So I got my eyes locked on the real prize, and they can't understand it. Like, man, you on that Muslim, you always on that move. Yeah, I'm turned out. I'm turned all the way out on this Muslim stuff. Yep. Understand that and know what that means. As a warrior, as a soldier, that means I don't fear what you fear. I don't fear losing what you fear losing. Namely, my life, like you fear losing your life because you got so much stuff, you don't want to lose your life. Well, I don't have so much stuff. Matter of fact, the stuff I got is pain, KAM-PAIN. I got pain, I got rage, I got vengeance, I got all kind of stuff that you don't want. So you need to leave me alone. And so, I'm not going over there with y'all. I'm not rocking with how y'all rock. And clearly y'all don't want to be over here and rock this way. So, let's wait. That's it. Hey, eventually one gonna take over the other one.
you made me think of something, man. Who was Pac talking about when he said, "Oh, you a Muslim now? No more, uh, no more dope game or something like that." Where he addressed him like, do you know who he was talking to in that line?
I don't know. Do you know any Muslims that he was close with that he say you want to go to the mosque now and don't want to chase tail? Because you know his circle is his circle full of any Muslims, Sunni Muslims, FOI Muslims. Like that's a good question.
Not that I knew of, man, because from the outside looking in, not that I can remember.
Mad Black Man says, it's an excellent point. Cam, a lot of so-called RBG revolutionary but gangsters think defeating white supremacy means mirroring their behavior, right? But if we become them to defeat them, we not us anymore. Exactly. We got pulled off our square and became them. That's not defeating them. That's joining them. We gonna be bigger devils than they are because we made out of original material. So if we adopt their mindset or they get down or they technology or they, when in Rome, do as the Romans. I'm not a Roman. I don't care. Even if I'm in Rome, I ain't a Roman. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no Roman. We give Caesar what's Caesar's. Like Caesar don't got nothing to do with me. Yeah. What'd you say?
No, I was just laughing. I was like, I know that's real. I ain't no Roman.
Yeah, I ain't no Roman. The bully won over me, thus being a bully has a higher survival value, right? To me, yeah. Yep. So that's our nature. That's part of the Dianetics understanding. Survive. The number one goal and instinct of any living creature is survive. But then we want to get past just surviving. We want to get to thriving and mastering, right? So when it comes to survival of the fittest, that base primitive survival mode that we had as sperm and that we have going up against the oppositions of life, the hostile environments to get as far as we got. Survival value is the currency. Survival value is currency, not money. Money can't make you survive. Money is a illusion, a symbol of something. It's not the value. The value is, do you know how to take money? Do you know how to kick in a door? Do you know how to shoot? Do you know how, you know what I'm saying? Okay, how much money you got? Okay, how many security guards you got? Do I know them? Because if I know your security, you don't stand a chance. Do your security relate to me more than he relate to you as their client? You know what I'm saying? So survival value is the currency, the real natural currency. How well are you able to survive any condition, any circumstance, any situation, any trial, any calamity, any conflict? How well are you able to survive? And are you not only able to survive, are you able to be victorious, to conquer the situation, to master the situation? In June, number 9, say Pac was talking about Gaddafi. Gaddafi was a Muslim. Gaddafi from the Outlaws. Let me know.
I don't remember that.
Right. Because it said Gaddafi and Napoleon of the Outlaws are both Muslims. They Muslims win. They Muslims when he said that. Might wanna go do your research.
You might want to research that.
Might want to go do your research.
Now that I about
right, because that's on death row, ain't it? Want to go to the mob? I ain't mad at you. That's Danny Boy singing that hook, right? That's death row. That's Mob Pyru season, ain't it?
Yeah.
Who was going to the mosque and don't want to chase tail? Yeah, that's something. Knowledge. Our brother Nuri said that money is a good servant and a horrible master. Yeah. But the love of money is nothing. There's nothing wrong with money. It's something wrong with the love and the lust of money is the root of all of this evil. Not money. Money is not evil. Guns and knives ain't even evil. The love and the worship and the dependency on them is what's evil. Yeah. King Lee said, no, Gaddafi's mother was a Black Panther, not Muslim. That's what I thought. But, I can't speak on, I can just speak on what I know. But, I don't know everything. I know I was a Muslim. I know I was the NOI Muslim that had the most influence on him at that time. But what do I know? But I didn't grow up with him. So he couldn't have been talking about me like that. But that's part of the beauty of rapping. He rapped about his children and all that. He didn't have no children. So was all of his raps really literally nonfiction? Or was he talking about, to live and die in LA? Why didn't he say to live and die in Oakland? To live and die in New York? You tell me.
Hey, that's some good questions. Yeah.
But yeah. Ain't taking away nothing from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Just I just like to, spark some thoughts and provoke some thoughts. But yeah, hit the like button, man, if y'all don't mind. 70-something people in here, 72, 73 people. Hit the like button, man, if y'all don't mind. Hit the like button, subscribe, notifications, all that good stuff. We just talking. We ain't got no real topic other than locker room, Ramadan, last 5 days of Ramadan. Real people stuff. We just real people. We just real regular people. Real regular people over on YouTube trying to do something different. Trying to keep it positive. Like I said, shouts out Battle Cat, Howard Johnson, legendary R&B legend, Howard Johnson, YN Vaughn, daughter of legendary female woman group, singing group, the Emotions. Both of them was featured on my single called Positivity. So that's what we own, just on positivity. That's all. But positivity for us is somebody else's negative. What's positive to us is terrible negativity to somebody else. Telling the truth is a terrible thing. If you a liar, telling the truth is the worst thing you ever heard. Yusuf Arline, salute. Thank you, Yusuf. What you say, Madon?
Now I just gonna ask you, who was singing on the hook on the Trust Nobody?
Who was that? Oh, that was Warren Campbell.
Okay.
Warren Campbell from Mary, the singing group Mary gospel singing group.
I think I heard that name.
Yeah, that's his wife. One of them sisters is his wife.
Okay.
So Battle Cat did that track, and Warren Campbell he played on the keys and he sung the hook. So shouts out Warren Campbell. I think he did another song with me too. That was back in '95. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a track right there for sure, man. I like that track.
Fact Spitter, to live and die in Vegas. Yeah, he didn't say live and die in Vegas.
Hey, man.
Salute, though. It's all love. Muta Wasim Shabazz, are you familiar in June? I mean, you can hop on a live with me in June. Let's talk about that. That'd be a good subject. It ain't no beef or nothing. I want to go over some data with you. I don't know. Do you know Pac? Do you know Muta? Because I know both of them. You want to talk about it with me right quick? let's do some you know, that's a good, you know, that's a good rap trivia, hip hop trivia. Try to get to the bottom of where those type lyrics came from and who influenced that.
Yeah, that's real, man. That's
because you know it's no disrespect because like I said it's Ramadan, so I definitely ain't trying to bring up no wounds, but my bro Mutar Bill, you know, I got on my personal channel, you know, I did a couple of I had a talk with him that's on my YouTube channel about Islam and different interpretations that we have. And, you know, you've heard, if you know anything about him, you heard his position on NOI Islam and why he thinks that's shirk or haram, because personally of what he said happened to his parents by some NOI Muslims. So I really don't think, I don't know. We'll see. Divine Light, can you speak a little more on Dianetics? God willing, I would like to be audited. You got to be more specific than that because Dianetics is it's just a technology, it's a technique or a technology of being able to focus. It's not hypnosis, it's not nothing like that. It's just being able to track down hidden past traumas or traumas that's hidden so far in our subconscious that we might have suffered, you know, as children and blocked out of our minds, or we might have suffered certain traumas in prenatal while we was in the womb of our mother, and we heard certain words or whatever in the womb that we didn't even know what those words meant yet. But once we learned what words meant, then it triggered in a hypnotic suggestion control force power or whatever over us. So it's just the power of the brain. It's the science of therapy and unlocking pent up traumas in the brain and how they are associated with certain words and other stimuli or whatever. So, but you would have to give me a specific question. 120 Satraps, peace, bro. Is that you on Cypress Hills? No rest for the wicked. I don't know. I don't know if I ever did a record with Cypress Hill. I don't know. I don't know because you know I did a lot of stuff with a lot of people, and I don't know if they ever put it out, and I don't know if they re-put it out or remixed certain stuff and put a certain title on. Like you know, at that time we was doing so much stuff that I don't know. I don't remember, man. I'm 55, going on 56 years old. And if that happened, it was in the 90s. So anything in the 90s, man, I really don't remember no more. I don't need to remember. Make a way gangster, 8 days, no weed, man. Salute. Make a way. You making a way, man. That's beautiful. Fact Spitter, was that the last you heard from Muta? Yes, it was. Shouts out to my bro, Salam Alaikum, and Ramadan Mubarak to Muta, and you know all the Muslims. We don't got no beef. You know, I don't know. They might feel a certain way about the nation, but you know, we ain't tripping. I'm always pleasant. You know what I'm saying? And it don't never got to be emotional with me. I love calling for challenges. It don't got to be nothing about who knows the scriptures, who knows Arabic, I know how to do certain challenges. I know how to call my people and you call your people and let us invoke the curse of Allah on which one of us is wrong. If we're not willing to do that, then we don't really believe it strong enough. And we do that pleasantly. I don't have to be upset. That's how cheerful at all times and comfortable I am with the God that, you know, got me this far. And I'm not saying that, you know, but yeah, no. So I don't be hearing from people. I be reaching out for them, but they don't. I don't know. Engine number 9, salute. All good, all love, peace, man. Be safe. Peace and blessings to you. The only way to be free of our demons is to confront them. Man, that's beautiful. There you go, right there. And that's why we pray. And I beg my God to not let me be no coward. Bless me to face and conquer all of the fears that I gotta face and conquer. Don't let me be a punk. It don't mean I ain't gonna be scared. Don't mean my teeth ain't gonna chatter and my knees ain't gonna knock and I might let some funny sounds fly out my mouth. But don't let me punk out. Don't let me quit and turn my heels and run and retreat. I'm already there. It's already hurting me or it's already frightening me. I may as well go the full way, go all the way through it. So if it's confronting me, I may as well confront it. Yeah. Cam, have you done some music with Scarface? No, I don't think I did no music with Scarface. And yeah, I would have remembered that. No, I ain't did no music with Face. Shouts out to Scarface. one of the tightest rappers ever. What'd you say, Madonna?
Yeah, that's a let. I was gonna say, man. I was looking through this old Tupac book I got. It's called Tupac Legacy by Jamal Joseph, and it got like we got copies of like I guess like Tupac works, and I see that the song that you was gonna be on with him, it shows two different songs. It shows one with Sister Soldier and somebody else, and you, him, and I forgot who else. Man, I was looking at it the other day.
Yeah, it was in that museum or that what do you call it? Exhibit. He was going around not him, but his people, his estate was going around the country, around the United States with the Tupac exhibit, showing all of his clothes and all of his jewelry and letters that he was writing in prison and and his lyric sheets and stuff like that. So yeah, it was 2 or 3 songs that he had me on or wrote, but I don't remember myself. But yeah, that's one of them was the struggle continues, and that's something people that's crazy. It just sounds weird for me to even have to speak on that. But if Tupac is regarded as he's regarded, why would he be in jail thinking about doing a song with me and calling it The Struggle Continues? Why it ain't every other city we go, or toss it up, or you know what I'm saying? A thug life mob, and why was it The Struggle Continues?
Yeah, that's real. Cause like in this book, it got like a direct copy of the original, and I was looking at it, and I was like, I was thinking about, it, I was like, wow, man, you know what I'm saying? That's a good question to pose, like.
I mean, I ain't got to pose it because ain't nobody really, trying to give no NOI Muslims no airtime like that. And I'd be desperate. I sound too desperate if I'm one pushing that line. So if somebody asks me about it, then I'll speak on it. But yeah.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying, but I was just thinking how from the point you made, like, he was locked up, thinking about doing a song called Struggle Continue.
Yeah, you in this. I mean, I know what he said to me. I mean, we got a relationship, but what good is that? Y'all wasn't there. It's just me talking. Like, why do I need to convince y'all? Like, it's whatever. It's like anything else. If you did some dirt or if you did some good, most likely you're gonna take it to the grave. Like, what good is to tell anybody about it if that person didn't tell nobody about it?
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. That's real.
So it's just something I observe. If people and we never had no beef. I know what he told me as far as his position on death row and him trying to leave there and just other stuff I wouldn't say publicly or whatever. But yeah, I just I just observe and thank Allah for the time that we did have, or what I'm saying, and the mutual respect, and that's that. That's what 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I think my son was my son. No, that was Easy. So yeah, my son 29, 28. That was like 28 years ago. When Tupac died, like 28, 29, 28 or 29 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, that's almost close to 30, ain't it? Almost seemed like.
Well, Easy E was 30. Easy E died on, and this is how I remember it, because Easy E died tomorrow on my first child's birthday. Easy E died. My second child's birthday, Tupac died. So I don't even want to get into the science or the signs of what all that was about. And that's something I've been keeping my mouth shut and just observing. That's how I knew I was a messenger of Master Fard Muhammad and Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Farrakhan to the music industry. Because and these was all West Coast globally influential people that it's the way that, for me, the way that I understand and recognize divine or God, or my God's communication is various different ways. But me knowing or reinforcing what I knew my assignment or my job was here among these peer groups at that time was that's why I held the line that I held. And now my job or my role is different. is way different. It's almost opposite different. So I'm keeping my mouth shut until I get my full understanding or instructions on that. But yeah, I just see I see a lot of people still worshiping, and they hold, and this ain't no disrespect or nothing, that they hold Tupac word above Jesus. They hold Tupac or Nipsey or Eazy-E or whoever, it's just interesting. So I just be studying it, and I know who influenced all of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't hold the people who actually influenced them to no respect or no high standard, but you hold them. So I'll be like, I'll just be quiet. Like, oh, okay.
No, I feel you. That's real, man. You see a lot of that going on. I get a lot of pushback, and when I'm in the YouTube street, just hitting different platforms. I get a lot of pushback. When you bring up their teacher who taught them, or something, stuff like that. So.
Elmatic. I just was packaging up some of them orders too, Elmatic. So I got some extras for you that I'm shipping out tomorrow. So everybody that ordered, I had back orders or that haven't received y'all colloidal silver orders. I started shipping them out. So some extras for y'all wait, and I appreciate, man, y'all patience and tolerance with my trials and tribulations, especially this month, because this month was super rough. But I got you. And you said Biggie died on my birthday, which is March 9th. That's the day me and Ruben mother transitioned. My mother transitioned on March 9th also. So like I said, my life is intimately, emotionally, spiritually connected to this rap thing, and people in this rap game to such deep, crazily deep, connected spiritual degrees that it ain't even funny to talk about. But that's one of the reasons. Like I said, I know I'm who I am based on my connections or whatever. Divine, like, Cam, have you ever met JT, the bigger figure? Yeah, I know JT. Yeah, I know JT out of Frisco, out of Filmo or Hunters Point. I think Filmo, one of them. Yeah, I know him though. J5, walaikum salam. Mr. Brock, peace and blessings to you. Apostrophe Easy E's will be tomorrow. Yeah, Easy E died on the 26th, 30 years ago. Pox would be, yeah. Ahmad Jabril, when people separate the message from the messenger, it's already telling you something about their understanding. It depends on what message it is. If it's a divine message, you can't separate it. If it's just a regular whatever street stuff or whatever, the mailman, I don't care what the mailman going through. I don't I don't depend on the mailman for divine messages, but if somebody is supposed to be a divine messenger, then yeah, you can't separate the messenger from the message. Ready or not, 31. That's crazy. My birthday is March 31st. That's the day Nip died. Yep. I was just 2 days or maybe 2 or 3 days before. It might have been a week. Might have been a week, but I was reminding Spider, at that time, Spider Loke, my young homie Spider Loke, because I was working on, I don't know what I was working on. I was working on some project or something that I wanted to get Nipsey on. This before Nipsey even blew. Anyway, I can't even say that. What I mean by that is, I can't even say that. Maybe it. So yeah, man. And then a few days later, that's when that happened. I was like, wow, okay. So Ruben says, easier to claim a man/icon/leader who is no longer present that'll make demands on us that we're not willing to take that we're not willing to make on ourselves than to follow a man that is alive and an organization that is alive. Like we love football teams and military and basketball teams. We love gang banging and we submit to DPs and big homies and politics. Why we can't do that with a righteous military, a righteous big homie, or a righteous leader? That's interesting, ain't it? We act like a righteous leader is the plague. We'll rock all the way out and give our life and brag about getting shot up and paralyzed and all that. Dead homies. Dead homies. I don't think that don't sound too lucrative. I don't think that's I don't think that's what we supposed to be like getting riled off of dead homies. No, why not, righteous living soldiers, you know what I'm saying? Righteous soldiers, you know what I'm saying? Why dead homies? Righteous living leader, righteous Messiah, living God. That's on the living God. Like, why we got to be on the dead homies?
I used to wonder that. Like, I used to wonder why they say that to prove themselves right or prove they ain't lying about something.
I mean, that's still part of what Ruben said, though. Like, you can't, you're gonna blow up the dead homie, you're gonna blow the hood up. Like, you're gonna put that on your dead homie, like whatever that's supposed to mean. You know what I'm saying? That's why we do it. Like, you can act like it's a emotional oath, like you taking the strongest emotional oath. The homie is dead. You know what I'm saying? You can't re-kill him. Your lies ain't gonna re-kill him. What, you gonna make him turn over and you gonna burn his soul up? Your lie is gonna burn his soul up. Like, what? That's just childish.
Yeah, you see, it's a lot of that going on, man, amongst the new generation. I see a lot. I know, like, I've been hearing like some say the dead homies. I heard some say on folk them or something. I don't know.
Well, that's Chicago. Yeah, that's the same thing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, I was like, wow, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's amazing. Well, it ain't amazing. It's just, it's a tragedy. I just, what?
Well, they fearless. It's the only tragedy is they don't got the guidance yet. They don't got the guidance, or they rejected the guidance. The guidance is, they are aware of the guidance. They're aware of the most successful, respected, feared, united, intelligent black army, military, righteous military that the United States has ever seen, which is the Nation of Islam. They're aware of it, but they just choose something else. So you choose to crash out or to rep, for death or for life or whatever, this local section, this local set thing, then I mean, We understand the spirit, the warrior spirit. You know it's fight time. We know you want to fight. You want to slay an enemy, but you don't know which enemy you're supposed to slay. You don't even know who your enemy is. That's the sad part. So our job is to make you aware. That still don't mean you got to choose. You're gonna choose it, right? People be like, man, all the killing is going on in Chicago, and then in the nation right there, they not doing that. What the nation's supposed to do? What are you talking about? That's just like saying Noah's right there building the ark, all the building the ark, and why them people still? Okay, well, God wiped them out, so obviously it wasn't Noah's fault. It wasn't Noah's fault. It was their fault. They got wiped out, right?
Yeah, I guess it goes back to like what you like you always say. It's not because the people didn't have the knowledge; it's because they rejected it.
Yeah, that's what the book say. That's what life say. So, you got free will. Everybody love to claim, I don't follow no man, but you following that gang, you following that set, you following them politics. You follow a man. You wearing the same clothes, you doing the same dance, you throwing up the same signs, you got the same tattoos. Why you doing the same thing as other dudes is doing? You follow a man. Or you following ninjas. You following somebody. Don't lie and say you don't follow no man.
Yeah, that's real, bro. Real, for real.
It's just we don't want to follow the man. We don't want to follow the right man. We want to follow everything but the right man and even the white man.
Hey, the white man. Hey.
All right. So, but yeah, man, subscribe, hit the like button. Almost at 2 hours, so I'm gonna hop off of here because I got my young manager waiting to conduct some business, waiting to do this audit on my books. Salute Robert Epps. Say the Holy Quran says that it was not Allah's fault that the people of Noah died. Yeah, it was not Allah who wronged them, but they wronged themselves. It was not Allah's messengers who wronged them, but they wronged themselves by them rejecting the message and the messenger and the organization. It's in your midst. It's right there in your midst. Your parents knew it was the best thing for black people. Your grandparents knew this was the best thing for black people. You knew this was the best thing for black people, but it's, we just get caught up. We dealing with trauma. We dealing with peer pressure. We dealing with anger issues. We dealing with mental illness, dealing with poverty. So all kind of things that people gonna say, well, first things first. First things first, I gotta get my bag. I'll come rock with y'all Muslims when I get this together. Or these niggas, we gotta worry about these niggas because blah, blah, blah. Like, all right. The nation ain't full of flower boys. The nation, the FOI is full of ex niggas that was doing exactly what you doing.
Facts.
We ain't Jehovah Witnesses. No diss to the Jehovah Witnesses. No, we out the streets and the penitentiaries and everywhere else. The 304 house, everything. There's everything. The bank robberies, all of that. So ain't no excuse. It's just we choose what we choose. So if that's what we choose, then we get what we choose. Yeah. So yeah, on that note, my brother Madan Komet, my correspondent on these YouTube streets, man, you got the last word. Take us home.
No doubt, Cam. Peace and blessing, man. It's always a blessing to build, man, and just be able to interact with the people, man. And I'm gonna tell everybody, hey, stay steadfast, stay prayed up, and hold on to that which is good.
Man, that's simple. We don't got no big dictionary words or no big metaphysical words. That simple right there. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Do unto others as you want others to do unto you. And just do good. Do good to yourself. Do good to your own people first. Your own people and your own kind first. People that look like you. People that's made out of the material and experience that you made out of. And then any surplus that you have, you know what I'm saying, then do for others also. Do good to all, but, actively seek to do good to your own self, your own family, and your own kind first. and then others after your own kind. Don't put others before yourself and your own. And on that note, you want to say anything?
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. So when we do a new upload or a new live, you'll always get notified.
Peace.
Peace.